Man, I miss Game Boy. Some of our classic franchises back in the day that we could take on car rides or at school for the first time, and they were completely new additions or even some original classics. It was really amazing what the little thing could do at the time. Nowadays, people really take that backlight for granted on portable systems. Back when I was growing up, I couldn't just play it anywhere. I had to be near a light just so I could see what I was doing. Especially if you're in a dark room and you didn't have any kind of light source, then you're pretty much out of luck when playing these games. God, I miss the Game Boy. But thankfully, I'm not the only one. In the independent gaming world, more and more tributes to the original Game Boy pop up with that old portable power feeling. One such game from good old Photon Storm is his free browser-based salute to Nintendo's Gray Brick. Today's game we're discussing is Cat Astro Phi. Oh ho, I see what you did there, Photon Storm. Well, I think that title is very... The idea behind the game is that you're this microscopic dude with a laser blaster who has a bad habit of running his ship into asteroid fields. The game starts out with a quick shmup level where no matter how good you are at shooting these asteroids, you're forced to have your plane crash on a planet that for some strange reason is always conveniently right nearby when you're plummeting down. It's a pretty clever and funny sequence to have in between each level, and it introduces that our main character isn't exactly the best star pilot in the galaxy. I would ask why the seatbelt isn't fully fastened after his cat flies through the ship after 2 crashes in a row. Yeah, seatbelts are your friend. Photon Storm has said that he draws inspiration from the game mostly from The Legend of Zelda and the Alien series. That's a pretty good way to sum up what Cat Astro Phi is all about. Each planet is essentially a large dungeon where you have to find key cards and more powerful weapons to unlock and explore the rest of the level. As soon as you get 10 fuel cells, you'll be able to go to your ship to move on to the next planet. And don't forget your cat Jonesy! The levels are based on a grid where the player has to fend off the baddies while moving and arranging blocks, well, blocking your way. And this isn't always easy, as the enemies are sometimes hard to hit with your laser. Okay, come on, a little closer, come on. Yes! Okay, come on, go. Dang it! Urgh. Yeah, didn't say this game's always easy. But don't worry, this isn't going to be an endless block-moving fest. What makes this game really shine is the variety in the gameplay. Other times you'll have to use bombs to get through some of the pipes and blast away enemies, more weapons to help blast through the sentry guns, and control panels to unlock laser fields. Hope you know how to use the numeric keypad, because you're going to need to tap the numbers quickly to unlock the field. And if you fail at the minigame, like I do, the timer automatically goes slower each time to deal with your grandpa typing handicap. The level's overall design has a great balance between getting through the obstacles and challenges so they don't get too repetitive. It never feels too hard or easy to be able to trek through the dungeons. The difficulty curve is just right. So obviously you can tell just by looking at this footage that Photon Storm and, Ilija Melantijevic, sorry man, are very talented sprite artists. To keep the experience as close as possible to the original Game Boy, the team worked with the exact resolution, pixel colors, and sound chip technology as the original handheld for most of the game, and it still looks amazing by today's standards. Another part of the reason for this is that the creator's computer actually broke down before production, and he decided that he wanted to make something with limited technology, and here we are! It's ironic how limited technology and a computer breaking down turned out to be a great creative answer. And special mention has to be given to the sound department by Disaster Piece. The music fits the Game Boy theme and adds really great dark ambiance with a little bit of adventure. This is space after all. I especially really like that end theme. It's nice. If I did have a complaint for the game, it's that it's over pretty quick with only 3 levels to explore. It'll take you about an hour to a half hour to get through the whole game in one sitting. There are medals to earn in Newgrounds, like don't kill all the enemies through 1 level. Yeah, good luck getting that medal. But if my only gripe with the game is that I wanted to see more of it, then I'd say you got a pretty great game on your hands. It never outstayed its welcome, and it's a well-designed, well-polished piece of handheld nostalgia. Sure, it's a lot harder to go back to the classic Game Boy feel, but I think I'll manage just fine with this.
Now you're playing with power. Portable power.
Question the toilet, he's a cat. Question the toilet. He does not
Flush in the toilet, he's a cat. Flush in the toilet, he's a cat. Flush in the toilet, he's a cat. Flush in the toilet.